Guys, hot steam can work wonders, let me tell you. That's right. Turn on the shower in your bathroom, let it steam up, and go in there and sort of inhale some steam. That can really help your nasal congestion. But not only that, you could get like a bowl of like hot, piping hot water. Of course, you want to be very careful and sort of inhale that. That can help with nasal congestion as well. And along those lines, I also like to recommend humidifiers for sort of keeping moisture in the air as well. That can be very helpful for nasal congestion. Guys, we're talking about ways to help relieve your nasal congestion. This is something that I and so many of us need to hear right now. I've got 9 total suggestions. You're going to want to watch to the end because I've got one unexpected suggestion that I want you to hear about. I'm Dr. Jen. It's good to see you. Okay, let's move on to some other things I recommend to my patients. Neti pots. How many of you guys have ever used a neti pot? Oh my gosh, it's basically like a sinus, it helps sort of kind of wash out your sinuses. You got to follow the directions with your neti pot. You can buy these over the counter. You need to make sure that you're using the proper water and you follow the instructions, but neti pots can be awesome. Right below, by the way, if you use neti pots, okay, because that can really help the nasal congestion. There are some medications I talked to you guys about that I really love. This is a steroid nasal spray. You can get these over the counter. They're also available by prescription, but they can help lower the inflammation on the inside of your nose to kind of help reduce nasal congestion. This is my own that I've been using here at home. But also, there's nasal steroids, as I mentioned, kind of like this one, but there's also nasal saline. That's a nasal saline solution. That can be so helpful in and of itself with nasal congestion. That can be found over the counter as well. So don't overlook that, guys. Very important. And I've talked to you guys about the importance of fluids, right? Because we know that fluids help thin mucus. They help keep us hydrated. They do a lot of things, especially when we're feeling unwell. So you definitely want to make sure that you're taking in fluids. Super, I've got my water actually right here. See? So make sure you're taking in those fluids. A few other, 3 other things I want to tell you about. Medication-wise, 2 things. Number 1, an antihistamine. These are great if your nasal congestion is due to allergies or allergic rhinitis. Those are excellent, okay? And then there's also decongestants. Now, decongestants, both, by the way, antihistamines and decongestants are found over the counter. Decongestants work wonders, but not everyone can take them. What I mean by that is if you have certain underlying medical conditions, you really need to stay away from the decongestants, okay? And I don't necessarily recommend all types of decongestants, so you definitely want to talk to your doctor about this, but it can be right. They can be right for the right person in the right circumstance, okay? And then the last suggestion I wanted to tell you about, that's probably a bit unexpected. Many of you guys know that I'm a DO. I'm an osteopathic physician. DOs, there's 2 types of doctors in this country that are licensed to practice medicine, MDs and DOs. DOs, we have additional training in hands-on manipulative medicine. And DOs can perform OMT or osteopathic manipulative therapy on the sinuses, the sinus cavities, and sort of help with drainage when it comes to nasal congestion. We can also do OMT to other regions of the body, for anything from like headaches to low back pain, you name it. I don't talk about it enough, but I wanted to mention here because I've gotten OMT to my sinuses before I performed it. It can be very, very helpful. If you want to learn more about DOs and where to find a DO that does and performs OMT, go to doctorsthatdo.org. doctorsthatdo.org. So I wanted to mention that. That's super important and can be a very helpful sort of treatment and adjunct when it comes to nasal congestion. So guys, let me know what you do to get rid of the sniffles and the stuffiness and things like that. These are just some things I recommend to my patients. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert and video creator. Please subscribe to my channel, click the little bell for updates. And guys, check out drjencaudle.com. There's lots of stuff there. My free health newsletter, daily health tips, you name it. Make sure you come on over. All right, guys, see you soon.